Hey, it's Lori, and today we are going to make a Jello cake for John's birthday. It's my husband's favorite kind of cake, and his favorite Jello cake is orange. So we're going to do an orange Jello cake. I got my oven preheating back there, and I do have a helper today, so we are going to make this Jello cake. Okay, let's get started. We have our cake mix here, which is what we're going to start with. We're not going to need this until a little bit later. And we're also going to need a straw later. First thing we need to do though is bake the cake and get it cooling. So we're going to do that. Are you going to help me mix this up?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to dump the, whoa, did you see that poof out?
Yeah.
Just going to dump that right in. But it says to bake it at 350. 325 for a non-stick pan, which is what I'm using. So I'm going to turn the oven down to 325 and get that preheated. And we're going to get this cake mixed up. To this cake mix, we need to put in the cup of water and 1/3 cup of oil. Do you want to put that in?
Sure.
All right, go for it.
Like you put the whole into it?
Yep, dump the whole thing in.
Okay.
Dump it right on in. That's right. Okay. I'll take that over here for you. Then you just go and dump the water in. Okay. And we need 3 eggs. So here's our 3 eggs. And I just smack it on the counter like that. And I put my thumbs right in there. And I just open it right up. Can you do that?
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. Very good. Here. There we go.
Ugh.
That's all right. Good job. Here. This is our towel to wipe our hands
Okay.
on. We have a towel over here if we need to wipe dishes off. Here, that's okay. We'll just wipe that little bit of egg up. No big deal. Now we have to mix it up. And it says to mix it 2 minutes on medium speed. So the first thing I'm going to do though is, you can mix it if you want, but first I'm going to kind of get it mixed around a little bit. That way it doesn't like poof out of the pan,
Yeah.
out of the bowl, I mean. So I'm just going to do it like this at first. Okay. Do you want to mix it?
Sure.
Okay, you have to hold on to it really tight. You want to get up on your knees on that stool?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Not
you ready?
really comfortable doing
That's okay.
this.
I'm going to hold on to it with you. She almost made it the whole 2 minutes, but her arm got tired, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, there we go. I only had to finish up about 30 seconds of that. Pretty good. Pretty good job. Here's this. I only greased the bottom. Some of it got on the sides, but that'll be fine. And we are just going to pour this right into this pan. Okay. I'll go ahead and pour it in there. And we're going to scrape all the cake mix out. Just like that.
So we make sure it gets a good taste and it gets a bunch of cake so we can eat a bunch of it.
That's right.
And it will taste delicious.
It will. It definitely will. All right, so we're going to put this in the oven and we're going to bake it for, right here on the chart, it says about 26 to 31 minutes. So I'm going to start out with the 26 minutes. Okay, it's all baked. We got some slits in the top because I stuck a knife in to make sure it was all the way done. We're going to set it on this cooling rack for a few minutes to let it cool off a little, and then we're going to put it in the fridge to cool off completely. Okay, we've got the cake all cooled down. It's been in the freezer, so it's very, very cooled down. And next we're gonna just mix up this Jello exactly the way it says to on the package. So I've got some water boiling right now and we'll get this mixed up. Okay, you gonna mix it?
Sure.
All right. First you have to put the hot water in, okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is nice and hot. It was boiling. So we are gonna dump this in.
Oh, it's steamy too.
Okay, so there's a cup of hot water. And you have to stir that up until it's all dissolved. Careful, that bowl's going to be hot, okay?
Okay.
Just get up there and stir that in until all that mix is dissolved.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It smells all nice and fruity.
Yeah.
Nice and fruity and orange.
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking? Let me see. Let me take a look. All right, that looks pretty good. Well, maybe there is a little bit. Is there?
It doesn't look like that, but you're right.
Yeah, it's okay. Now we just pour in a cup of cold water. Put the ice cubes and all right in. And then we'll stir it around a little bit. How's that sound?
Good.
Okay. All right. There you go. Just stir that up. And usually if you're just making Jello, you just put this in a bowl or in little dessert cups or whatever you want it to be in. And you put it in the refrigerator for a while and then it turns into Jello. But we're not going to do it that way. We're going to put it.
We're making cake.
Yeah, we're going to put it in the cake.
Mm-hmm. We're making it a different way.
And we're going to put it inside the cake.
Oh.
We didn't mention your blue eyebrows. Maybe we should mention the blue eyebrows. Show them your blue eyebrows. Yeah. She has some things that look like little crayons that you can color your hair with, and she decided to do her eyebrows. So we have blue eyebrows, right?
Yeah.
Well, not we. You have blue eyebrows.
My mom has purple eyebrows.
Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, let me just take this. Oh, there is a little ice cube in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
It just melt. It'll probably just melt.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Okay. Yep, I think it melted already. Here we go. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get it inside this cake.
Maybe you should cut it open?
No, we're not going to have to cut it open. Remember what you told me I should put away before we started? What did you tell me to put away before we started? Did you tell me to put this away?
Yeah.
Before we started?
Yeah.
Well, that's how we're going to get the cake. The Jello inside the cake.
Oh.
Here's what we're going to do. Whoops. We're going to poke. So some people call this cake a poke cake because we're going to just poke holes all over the cake. We might have to stop and get the cake out of the inside of the straw before we're done, but that's okay.
Can I try?
So we're just going to poke holes all over this cake. You can go ahead and do it. Poke it all the way down in. Not too close to each other, but that's just perfect, just like that. Okay, we got all the holes poked in, and I'm pretty sure the straw is about halfway full of cake.
Yeah.
It's okay if it has crumbs on it. So now all we're going to do is
pour it?
we're just going to pour this. Do you want me to put it in the cup so you can pour it easier?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so I'll put it in here for you so you can pour it easier.
Most people know this. So if you're gonna cough, you might have to turn away from the food you're baking and cough.
That's right. That's right. Cover your mouth and turn away.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so go ahead and just pour it. Just pour it kind of slowly over the whole cake.
Whoa, it's wiggly.
That's all right. See how it's going down into those holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that cake it's going to soak up that Jello too. Especially where the holes are. There you go. That's it. That is it. Now we just need to put this in the refrigerator, and I'm probably going to have it in there for, I don't know, a couple hours. and then we'll top it instead of frosting it. Well, we're kind of going to frost it, but I'll show you what we're going to frost it with in just about a second.
It's probably like kind of like frosting, but only kind of like frosting, but only different.
That's right. Okay, are we ready to frost this cake?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
And you even had time for a bubble bath,
Yeah.
everything, didn't you? Okay, so here's the cake, and it's completely cooled, and I'm pretty sure it's set up enough to go ahead and put the topping on.
It will taste yummy.
Yep, just gotta wipe my hand off. Okay, we have great value whipped topping. Of course, you can use any brand you like, Cool Whip, whatever, but this is perfectly good. So we're just gonna spread this across the top of the cake. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, wait, we forgot to do one thing. Hold on. Okay, now we got it under control. We forgot that she wanted to pick out some sprinkles for on top. So she did that. She picked out gold and this color. So, yeah, these different colors. Different color little balls. What do you call them? Non something. I don't know how you say it, but that's what she picked out. And the name of it is Galaxy. Pretty cool.
It kind of looks like it's a color of one galaxy. So.
Oh, yeah, it does. So do you want to go ahead and just put this entire thing on there and kind of spread it around? There's the another spatula. Yep. All right, you go right ahead.
Oh. Like just dump it in there.
Yep, just take your spatula and scrape the whole thing in, and then you can kind of spread it around. That's the way. Now you got it.
It's getting stuck.
You want me to scrape the rest of it out for you? Or are you just going to get it? You can do it yourself if you want.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay. Okay. We'll just go like this and go right around the edges. Kind of scrape the bottom like that. And there you go. And then all you need to do is just gently kind of spread it around and try not to get it off the edges, okay? Mm-hmm. Good idea?
Yeah.
All right.
My finger.
Let me show you. That's all right. You can lick those off later. Smash it right down and drag it across like that. Just give it a little drag, but don't get it all the way down into the cake, or else you'll kind of tear up the cake, and then the frosting will have crumbs in it. That's the way. You can turn the pan to make it easier for yourself. All right, you better lick this off. Okay. And we're gonna just kind of do this, and does it taste good anyway? Mm-hmm. All right. I didn't even lick mine off. Did you see that? I rinsed it. I should have licked my fingers. Doggone it. Okay, then do you want to do these?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait till you're done licking off the spatula first.
I don't.
You don't want it? Okay.
I'm gonna do gold first.
Okay, sounds good. It's okay if it gets on the counter. We can wipe it off. Perfect. Okay.
Whoa. For a second, I thought that was going to spill.
Oh, yeah. That has to be the coolest Jello cake I've ever seen. Seriously, that is awesome. Very good choice of sprinkles. Look at that.
It looks sure very yummy.
Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, what a good job you did. There's the Jello cake. Here's what the cake looks like when you cut it. Try to get good lighting. Got some Jello in there. Pretty yummy. Here you go, Hayden. Good stuff.